What are you looking at?
Ah, there you are. Nothing really. I've just been wondering, if I wanted to land another astronomical investment to study all the exoswarm coming off this giant mech, what kind of pitch would it take to make every major player in Solaris nod along and funnel credits into my pocket year after year?
Have you figured it out?
Not yet. My conscience won't let me think that far. Luckily, the man who can figure it out is back.
The old man who promised me the blade. The head of the Space Trek Collective.
The very same. But don't let the quick agreement fool you. He's already thinking 10 steps ahead. If Ishino Hado wasn't in such dire straits, he wouldn't have agreed to forge that blade for you so easily. Or at the very least, he'd have made sure he got his pound of flesh in return.
I couldn't find the child. Time and space in that dimension are too fractured. My familiar lost its way.
Then we need something that can hold out longer. A better way to search?
Void matter reactivity has been high lately. A clear sign to follow would be best.
That child is the Exostrider's resonator. There's no clearer sign than that. Looks like it's time the Exostrider was reactivated. When that happens, whether you're an annoying adult or the one meant to pilot it, I'm sure everyone will be on board, don't you think? Oh, what if we used footage of the Exostrider activating to pitch for funding?
And the confidentiality agreements?
No sympathy for my chronic funding anxiety? Fine. Go to Honami. I already approved your leave of absence.
Why?
To test the blade? Even once the Exostrider awakens, there's still a chance it fails. If it does, what you sealed in the Deemer Plains becomes a liability. But it could also be our ace in the hole. So, before I give you the thankless task of guarding those planes, go deal with matters of the heart first.
Understood. I will return in one day.
Take 2. Give yourself a day to look around. Go on. A Black Shores member will meet you there. I still have all of Dr. Luke's mess to clean up.
Understood. I am at your call, should you require it.
Yes, I'm listening. So it's about Denia. I see. Let's discuss it in person.
Lady Miko, can you hear me?
Yes. You may call me Hiyuki.
Understood, Lady Hiyuki. Most of the left behind in Honami City have been relocated, but a few, the ones whose regrets run deepest, still roam the danger zones. Their unfulfilled desires concentrate the lament's power. An incident just waiting to happen. With you here, I feel better about the situation. We didn't expect you to take this on yourself.
Protecting Honami is the duty of the Miko of Flaming Sakura. I thank you for your support. Actually, I have a favor to ask.
Oh, is it about Gyokuro, the former Miko? We've already found traces that may belong to her, but nothing we can confirm yet. We're in the process of narrowing down her location. As soon as we learn anything, you'll be the first to know.
I am in your debt.
Oh, it's nothing. If it weren't for you back then, I would have... Anyway, I'll leave this area to you.
You can rely on me. Was there something else you wanted to say?
Nothing, Lady Hiyuki. It's just... Thank you for everything you do. Goodbye.
You are...
Yes.
Miko of Flaming Sakura, you're back! I knew those monsters wouldn't stand a chance. Everyone else thought we were done for, but I told them, don't worry, Lady Miko will come and save us.
I'm sorry. I was too late.
It doesn't matter. You're here now, aren't you? Please, just say it. Say the Miko of Flaming Sakura has returned and that those monsters are finished.
The Thrnodian has retreated, but I couldn't save you.
but you defeated it, again. And one day you'll drive it away from Ashinohara for good.
Yes, I hear your wish. And I promise, one day... I failed their hopes. No matter how many times we drive it back, the Threnodian always returns. When will we be freed from this nightmare Ashinohara?
This is all your fault. Eternal Miko, huh? You're all useless. Every last one of you. How do you even dare show your face in Hunhami? They're dead! Everyone's dead! I knew it! I knew the Threnodian couldn't be defeated. I should have run away as far as I could. Oh, Lady Miko, please! Do something, anything! Powerful people like you won't die even if you lose. What about us? What about ordinary people? Just wait to be torn apart? I knew you couldn't hold the line. I knew it couldn't be killed, but how do we go on from here? Lady Miko, heroes, tell me, what should we do?
If you need someone to hate, let it be me. It's all right. Place all your pain, all your resentment upon me. May your soul be granted a moment of peace. If I had been stronger, could I have saved them? If only I had more power.
Lady Miko? Are you the Lady Miko? Oh, you are! You're the Miko who once talked to Lady Gyokura. She told me about you. She said you're her most treasured family, just like my big sister and I. Your name is... it's...
Hiyuki.
Yes! Hiyuki! That's it! Such a pretty name, just like Lady Gyokura's. My sister said if I hid here and prayed with all my heart, Lady Miko would come and save us. So, I've been waiting.
Little one, what's your name? Your hands are cold. Have you been waiting long?
Kana. My sister calls me Kana. here. But my sister... She...
It's all right. I'm listening. She asked you to wait here, didn't she? Ah, she must have trusted you very much to give you such an important task.
Task?
Yes, a task? If not for you, I would never have found this place. You did well, Kana. You completed your task perfectly.
Lady Miko, are you here to save Honami? Then, is Honami safe now?
Honami will be fine.
Sister said you carry everyone's wishes, that you're the strongest. I knew you'd come and fix everything. Lady Miko, can you help me find my sister?
Of course. We'll both get to see our sisters again soon.
When we find her, let's eat red bean pudding. We make the best red bean pudding in the whole world. If you come try it, everyone will want some.
Then you'll need to make a lot of it. Can you manage that?
Pinky promise. We'll make lots and lots of pudding. Then, even if the Drenodian comes back, we'll have something to eat and we won't be scared anymore.
It's a promise then. We'll make a lot of pudding. Red bean pudding. Gyokuro always did have a weakness for sweets like that. This time, will I find her traces and truly set her free?
Hello, Lady Miko. I've been waiting for you a very long time. My final wish was simply to see you one last time.
Your final wish?
Yes, it's all right. I know I'm dead. I know I'm what they call a left behind now. But I thought if I'm going to remain like this anyway, I might as well get what I wanted before I disappear, right?
I've heard of cases where the left behind remain aware of their state, sustained by powerful desires, but for such a simple wish. You truly only wish to see me again.
I mean, you are a legend. You've been the Miko of Flaming Sakura since my great-grandmother's time. When I heard Honami was in danger, and that the Miko of Flaming Sakura would meet the vanguard, I rushed here just to see you.
You shouldn't have taken such a risk. If you wished to see me, you could have gone to the Flaming Sakura.
I know. Everyone says you can just write your wish on the plaque and Lady Miko will see it. But I worried. What if it never reached you? So I came all this way to make the wish in person. I wanted to see whether it would come true.
Very well. Then tell me, what is your true wish?
I wish for world peace, for people to stop living in fear of the lament. I want everyone to survive it. Lady Miko, my wish is that there will never be another Miko of Flaming Sakura.
I see. Then I promise you, this wish will be fulfilled.
I know it will.
After all, you are the eternal Miko. No need for that, Lady Miko. If you wished, you could cut down this avatar at any moment. But I think you'll find this far more interesting.
Yokuro's Shiratori.
I know the Fraxidus has cost Ashinohara its fair share of grief, but personally, I hold no ill will toward you. I had dealings with the previous Miko. It wasn't exactly a pleasant chat, but I promise you her death was not by my hand. Just as you once witnessed, she met the fate all Mikos of Flaming Sakura share. She died, burning her future to ash to pay for the present. Aren't you even a little curious about what I showed her? If this makes you uncomfortable, feel free to cut through space and leave. This face of mine, of course, is entirely at your mercy.
No need to dull my blade.
She wears the exact same expression as the previous Miko. I suppose one day she too will be reduced to ashes by her own wish. Oh, eternal Miko. Is she simply arrogant? Or just a coward?
A peaceful Honami. Why bother with such an illusion? Gyokuro.
Lady Gyokuro, guess what? No math homework today. My parents and my big sister finally taught me how to make red bean pudding. Want to try mine?
I'd love to. You know I can't resist red bean pudding. Wouldn't miss your special batch for the world, Kana-chan.
Yay! I'll go make it right now.
Anyway, I'm here. What is it?
My. Can't a sister just want to see her favorite girl without a reason?
That's not what I meant.
There's that serious little face. I just wanted to chat. Always relaxes me. So, how are things at the Flaming Sakura?
The usual. Many came to make wishes.
The Thronodian's active cycle is almost here. Death would be a frequent visitor to Ashinohara once more. Prayers for safety, peace, victory. They pile up thickest at times like this. The Miko of Flaming Sakura is the bridge between people and the divine. A wish jar for all their hopes. We must listen to every single one.
Lately, I've been hearing you ring the sutsu. To grant those wishes, you burn your future using the sutsu's power. Continue, and one day there'll be nothing left to burn. You should have stepped down already, Aniwe. Let me become the Miko of Flaming Sakura. Let me inherit the Sutsu.
Oh, I'm perfectly fine. I've got futures to spare, you know. You tell me, little Hiyuki. What's got you so fixated on this? Don't tell me you're secretly in awe watching my heroics on the battlefield and...
Yes, I want to be just like you.
You wish? You're 100 years too early for that, you little blockhead. Enough about the Suzu. Stay and have some pudding with me instead. I know a wonderful little shop. Always practicing archery under that sakura tree. What a bore! A girl your age should be out living a little.
Here we go again. You know I don't care about any of that. I'm going back.
You sure? Come on! Consider granting your big sister's wish.
I only came because you called. I put my work on hold. I can't stay too long. Besides, I don't like red bean pudding.
Huh? I keep forgetting you have the world's most boring palate. What a shame. I'll just have to enjoy all by my lonesome then.
Gyokuro never once spoke of her own wishes. She lived only to grant the wishes of others. If only I had chosen to go with her. I should go there. One more look will be enough.
Still regretting that you didn't step into that shop and try that red bean pudding with the former Miko, aren't you?
What's your point?
The peaceful streets of Honami, the sweetness of red bean pudding. You know none of it is real. The illusion didn't deceive you, Miko of Flaming Sakura. You were the one who deceived yourself. Desperate to play pretend? Why not commit? Please, this performance is only beginning. Miko, Flaming Sakura. Do not forget the regret you carried here. You never forgot the lives you failed to save, nor their final, fading cries.
You've been watching me?
Among all the Mikos of Flaming Sakura, you're the most special. Only you could peer into the Sutsu and see a future so utterly pitch black.
This is...
Oh, you've heard the stories, of course. But none of them know what Rover really endured to reach this point.
Rover. This is... The Threnodian.
Go on. The next act awaits you. Don't waver now, Yuki. That instinctive revulsion you're feeling will guide you down a path diametrically opposed to my own. You must walk this road. Only then will you understand, accept, and finally see where you went wrong. Just as you suspected, both Jinjo and Honami once lay beneath the Threnodian's shadow. But only in Jinjo did the night give way to dawn.
You.
Or hide the prize they bear. That is their prize. And likewise, I would never.
This blade. It's as sharp as they promised. Once business in Lahairoi is settled, I'll take it back to Ashinohara.
You needn't doubt. This is, in fact, my ploy for you. What else would you call laying the very path you've dreaded most bare before your feet? Keep walking. The way forward is the only way left.
The inverted tower. I read the reports. Another place reduced to ruin by the Threnodian.
A nation that placed its faith in the Sentinel, yet its blessed maiden was spawned by the Threnodian Leviathan. Deliciously absurd, isn't it?
I read the incident reports. It was the Threnodian scheme.
Obvious enough. And from it, I obtained the precise counterweight to tip the scales.
The power of assimilation.
Precisely. After all, isn't that blessed maiden living proof? Proof that harnessing the Threnodian's power is a viable path.
Is this...
The fall of Imperator. As you know, even a sentinel can't be a crutch for humanity forever. Now, why not step into the role yourself? Experience Renacita's conclusion firsthand. Oh, and I made a personal appearance for the grand finale in Renacita. I couldn't very well abandon my rather childish subordinates like that, could I? A light so blinding it lays bare all the film. A world where every prayer is answered. Just like a dream, wouldn't you say? Ah, if only Ashinohara could have... You had so many companions fighting at your side, and yet over Honami simply would not see.
That's enough. Every single time, he succeeded in saving them. If only I could have... Ashinohara. Am I envious of what he has achieved?
Show before the end. You don't mind, do you?
Too late to escape. A life as fleeting as the first snow. May the Sakura incinerate. Burn this self away. Worry not for me. Let me do its job. Take your final dive into Nana. If my blade had been keener, could I have... Is my focus slipping? Why is this even surfacing now?
Take your time. We're almost at the finale. Come, let's go. Thoughts on the show?
You showed me all this because the Fraxidus wants to replicate the assimilation within the Blessed Maiden herself. You want me for the possibility that I could become the Threnodian's resonator in the future.
I won't deny it. After all, among all the Mikos of Flaming Sakura, only you can see through that Sutsu and see a future so clearly entwined with the Threnodians. That is your gift, your talent.
It is a dangerous curse.
From Ashinohara's legends and the Space Trek Collective's investigative reports, you know who Rover is by now. As a savior yourself, what do you think of his capabilities?
He's strong.
He can afford to be more effusive. Unlike you, who failed Ashinohara time and again, he is the perfect savior. But let's be brutally honest. This world doesn't have a second Rover. He saved Jinjo and Renacita. What about Honami? Solaris is full of dark corners like Honami. Places the Savior's light will never reach. You, Miko of Flaming Sakura, have a gift. You might not fear the curse of the Threnodian or lament. But what of them? The weak, those not blessed by fate, and yet, you Is it really fair to place the weight of an entire world on a single pair of shoulders? Solaris needs more saviors, doesn't it? I'm just using the Threnodian to bring more of them into this world.
You mean you want to use its power the way Rover once did?
I've tried before, but a miracle like Fleur-de-Lis requires a billion coincidences. And Mia? Nothing but the delusional ravings of Leviathan. Even the one that appeared in Renacita at the end was just a hollow, mute shell. But with your help, everything changes. You could wield the Threnodian's power just as Rover did. Honami would not be a ruin, and Ashinohara would finally have its true savior.
I have to admit, your proposition is tempting. I desire vengeance against the Threnodian. That is why I seek greater strength. I stayed in Lahairoi to forge a blade sharp enough to kill it. But I will not discard my dignity as a human for it. I will not become the very horror I hate. Not even for retribution.
You stand on Honami's soil. You stand on a graveyard of millions. Go on. Ask them if your dignity as a human matters. I think they tell you that simply staying alive is what matters. Eternal Miko, you know your limits. You've crawled through countless defeats, barely protecting Ashinohara from the Threnodian's assault. But what of the future? You are no savior like him. When you fall, who will take up the Zutsu? Who will walk this lonely, futile path next? We could always talk about the former Miko. The bodies of the left behind are ephemeral. You'll find I have a far more durable proposal.
Leave it to me. Whirl and Wuther. One with the sounds.
Struggling only pains you more.
Accurate. My task is deep. Step forward. A bearable price. Wind calls, wait, I am the Tempest! The wicked. The wicked will face
My
judgment.
company. Surrender. You will yield. The world is mine. In the name of the Montellis.
Pain relief initiated. I bestow eternal peace.
Candy? It's a new flavor. Sigrika and Linné suggested it. Great for lifting spirits.
All right, Luke. What's the word on this Extra Strider plan?
My conversation with Lucilla went well. She's on your side. Your showing during the Dark Side incident also helped speed up the Academy's internal review. That said, you've been a student here for less than a year. you'll need the Space Trek Collective's approval to officially activate the Exostrider. Their biggest financial backer is the New Federation. And of course, they answer to an entire board of investors. And to them, the Exostrider is definitely a high-value asset. I've been flooding their desks with reports. Your Academy investigation record, your latest test scores from Abel College, and a full physical adaptability eval I wrote myself.
And were they rejected?
We got a meeting, but when that much money's involved, conflicts of interest make everything move very slowly. Unlike Jinzhou or Rinasida, they've got far too many cooks in the kitchen.
I'm worried we don't have that kind of time.
Exactly, which is why we're going to strike first. Besides, things have changed. It all comes down to this guy. This is Chase, head of the Space Trek Collective. He just got back to Lahai Roi on a Triumph avionics ship from the New Federation. President Lucilla, Professor Mornier, and I have all put in a good word. You'll be meeting him at the Research Institute. Chase started as a low-level employee at Ashridge Energy in the New Fed. Then, he dropped off the grid for a few years before resurfacing in a government position. After that, he left the government and started diving into multiple large-scale investment projects. Some say he's still been Ashridge Energy's man the whole time, but no one's been able to prove it. He's sharp, low profile, and very smooth. At his age, he's seen it all. His only real concern is if the Exostrider's pilot can be controlled. Normally, they'd pick Academy synchronists who have been signing stacks of NDAs since day one. But
sounds like his attitude changed. Does that have something to do with the changes you mentioned?
come in. Let's talk over some hot drinks. I heard Lucilla asked for your help after the ceremony. How did it feel working with her?
Well, at first she was pretty dominant, steering the conversation the whole time. But now I understand it's because this academy means so much to her.
Based on your intel, the reactor core has been returned. Ideally, we'd wait for the Exostrider to awaken before trying to help Imith or confront the Thrnodian. But recent readings from the Institute's Strider Gate monitors, they're off the charts. void matter reactivity is spiking. The Space Trek Collective is getting twitchy. If Threnodian Aleph 1 breaks the seal, all of Solaris will be at risk. Not just Lahai Roy. Now, the Collective didn't establish itself here without binders full of contingencies for a Threnodian event. Problem is, every one of those plans would scorch decades of scientific progress. Which, in our case, actually gives us some leverage. Enough to have a real conversation with their head.
Then I'll convince him. I'll show him that the lowest casualty count is the only one that makes sense. He'll have to approve me as the synchronist who pilots the Exostrider. Luke, you mentioned you have contacts in the Black Shores. And this workspace of yours, it's secure, right?
Guaranteed. What are you thinking?
Lahai Roy is closed off from the outside world. Public comms are probably tapped by Fraxidus moles inside the Academy. And right now, I need a direct line to the Black Shores.
I see. Give me a moment. I'll establish the link and leave the rest to you.
I received your call, Rover. Is the situation in Lahai Roy that dire? You look exhausted.
My frequency loss has been resolved. But Lahai Roy is under imminent Threnodian threat. I need your help, Shorekeeper.
Understood. For this purpose, both I and the Black Shores exist.
Any additional intel on the Exostrider within the Tethys system? Verified or not, I need everything you have. I trust Luke. You can speak freely.
Records confirm that Luke Herson has been providing critical assistance and intelligence to the Black Shores. I trust your judgment. After the founding of Star Torch Academy, most information fell under their seal of secrecy. However, in its early days, you mediated negotiations between the Academy and the Roya. Through that process, the Black Shores gained partial access to certain archived insights. The Space Trek Collective fears that due to the Exoswarm's division, the Exostrider, even upon awakening, might not have enough power to face the Threnodian. This concern led to the augmented Observing how Sentinels work with their resonators, they theorized that the Exostrider, sharing similarities, could amplify its power through a resonator as well. However, considering your link with the Exostrider, the Tether system does not recommend this method. We have intel that deep beneath Lahai Roy lies the keystone left behind by the Exostrider long ago. It rests directly atop the seal on the Strider Gate. You can think of it as a kind of lock. You do not need a cockpit to pilot the Exostrider. So long as its activation sequence remains unobstructed, you may pilot it using the keystone.
Is it because I'm its arbiter?
Precisely. For one who shares its origin, a cockpit would be more of a hindrance. As for Imeth, I think Dr. Luke's proposal is viable.
You mean using the exoswarm-like shell that appeared in the cockpit to look for her?
Yes, the connection between frequencies will help. Rover, bring her with you when you activate the Exostrider.
Sure. While I'm there, the Black Shores will need to keep a closer eye on the High Roy.
I understand.
I'm counting on you, Shorekeeper.
As long as I may be of help to you, I am content. Please return safely from the Strider Gate, my star.
I will. Don't worry.
I'll inform Lucilla. Take your time finishing that drink before you head out.
What do you think? I'm about to ask a man to sign off on a crazy plan, and I can't even promise him it'll work.
Nobody has a plan they promise will work. If Chase agrees, it's because he's betting that you're his best option. Just take the win. At the end of the day, it all comes down to the person.
Heading to the testing field. Be careful.
Mr. Chase, this is the student I mentioned, Rover. Our best hope for piloting the Exostrider.
Save the intro, President Lucila. We've met before.
Before? In my past life at the Academy?
Let's just get down to it. The Threnodian Aleph-1 situation is deteriorating. We're running out of time. I wanted to wait for the Exostrider's self-regeneration to finish, but the clock has run out on that one. So tell me, Rover, why do you want to pilot the Exostrider? What's the play?
To find Imeth and put down the Threnodian.
Imeth. Name rings a bell. The one with the high sync rate. Her disappearance was a real loss for us.
She's beyond the Strider Gate.
I see how it is. But finding one person in a goddamn interdimensional haystack, not so easy. You understand our position. The Threnodian is our priority.
Stopping the Threnodian is my priority too. I'm gonna handle both. Look, we have the same objective. So, like you said, let's just get down to it. If void matter erupts, the High Roy is ground zero. Every one of your projects will take a hit.
Regarding Aleph-1, our intel is insufficient. We are not, at this time, considering its total destruction. What we need is for the Exostrider to reinforce the seal on the Strider Gate. To do that, we need a qualified synchronist, and we need the Institute's drive replica. When that gets embedded in the Exostrider's chest cavity, then its repair is complete. Right now, the replica is in its final phase of development. We're still missing critical data.
drive replica. Is that what you're building from the fallen reactor drive after Helios was launched?
Correct. It's based on the original drive's framework. You had a hand to play in that. You made sure Helios got launched. To complete the drive replica, we require precise data from the Exostrider operating in high concentrations of void matter and environmental readings from inside the Threnodian. Without them, we can't guarantee the Exostrider can resist Aleph-1's corruption. Here's the verdict. On behalf of the Space Trek Collective, I authorize you to pilot the Exostrider. But remember, our objective is the data. We need readings from the high concentration zone to complete the replica. And your personal mission gets 10 minutes. That's the max duration our void matter barriers can cover the Strider Gate once it's opened. After 10 minutes, you return to Lahai Roy, whether you found Imeth or not. Do you accept?
Deal. One more thing. I won't be using a cockpit. Just show me the way to the Keystone and have the Exostrider ready. That's all I need.
Huh. Still full of surprises. Always bringing us the unconventional. Lucila, run a high-pressure sync test for the Synchronist. I've seen the physical eval, but I want live data for validation. The moment the numbers hit green, we'll begin preparations for activating the Keystone and deploy void matter barriers around the Strider Gate.
There's something else. I need a favor.
Go on.
The Phraxidus is lying low, even after failing in the dark side. They could move the moment the Strider Gate opens.
Ah, that's what's on your mind. Well, I have an update. Remember Sigrika's friend? The somewhat lackadaisical one.
You mean Denia?
That's the one. She's gone missing. Our investigation points to her being the agent the Grand Architect referred to. But don't let it distract you. I have a reliable friend keeping an eye on Phraxidus activity. You just focus on waking the giant. Leave the rest to us, Rover.
Black Shores just sent a formal communication request. They're offering full support for Lahai Roy's evacuation. If it comes to that. You handle it, Lucilla. You have a better read on the situation than I do. And you're better at talking with that student. If there's anything else you want to ask me, now's the time.
I'm surprised you're placing this much trust in Rover, authorizing him so readily. Any particular reason?
We're different, President. I'm a businessman, and businessmen trust their instincts for a good investment. The Threnodian could strike at any time. Given the circumstances, Lahai Roy may have to be written off. And with the timeline we have, relocating the Exostrider is impossible. If we're gonna lose it anyway, why not let him take one last swing?
Understood. We still need to prepare for the worst-case scenario.
Of course. If this fails, we'll initiate the backup plan. Duskvale.
Ugh, that guy gives me the creeps. What kind of place is the new Federation anyway? Nah, are they all gonna be like that?
We'll find out when we get there, Abby.
Want to go to the cafeteria for lunch together?